man, oh man, oh man. 2 reviews back to back like this, not gonna lie. Kind of feeling like the man again, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like the man again. Let me shut up. Real review, real review, real review. All right, everybody, welcome back to another video. Today, as I am just getting out, we are going to be talking about Obsession, released May 15th, 2026, directed by Curry Barker. No joke, this is probably gonna be my favorite horror film of the year, if I'm gonna be honest, you feel me? This movie was so damn good, so damn fun. The scares got me, you feel me? Just so much was working here. Let me stop that because I was getting a bit crazy. It's a great horror film. I love that fact that it's an indie movie. It was made for under $1 million. That's insane for a horror film. So, like, you know what I'm saying? For it to be this good, the work that was put into this movie, man, it definitely came out to shine today. Before I say anything else, I'm going to throw a big fat spoiler warning. If you have not watched Obsession in its entirety and you do not want to be spoiled, as I will be talking about this movie in some detail, I suggest you click off this video, go watch the movie, and come back to it. It'll be here for you. But if you don't care, you don't care. We welcome you anyway. This movie is about a kid named Bear for short. He's in love with this girl I guess he knew growing up or whatever. Her name is Nikki. One day he's determined to tell her how he feels about her. It didn't work exactly, I guess. Like, he didn't get that moment he was looking for. He really wanted to tell her, but he just couldn't muster up the courage, you feel me? That same day, he was at a crystal shop for some reason. Oh, well, she lost her crystal necklace, so he figured he was gonna buy her a new one, I guess. But instead of doing that, he decides to get this thing called a one-wish willow, which is like some type of novelty toy, I guess, where if you break the stick inside, it grants you a wish, essentially. One-wish willow. He really wanted to tell her how he feels about her, and he just didn't get the chance, I guess. So he then uses the one-wish willow to basically force Nikki to be in love with him. He says, I wish Nikki was in love with me more than anyone in the world. We kind of see it right away. We're not sure that it works just yet. Of course, if you watch the trailer, you do find out something's not right with this girl. To be fair, there are hints before he made that wish that she actually likes him. She was kind of maybe a bit nervous on her end. Maybe, if I had to guess, it seems like she kind of like has feelings for him and she just wanted him to say it first, but he never did it. Instead, he used the one-wish willow. Again, you don't see it at first, but that wish did come true, and unfortunately, that's where we get the title for this movie, Obsession, because this woman was obsessed. It doesn't fully spell out what happened with Nikki, but I had to guess she was possessed by something from the willow thing, and that's what was in love with Bear here. That's what was showing all this this obsession with Bear. There are parts in the movie, just what I could infer from some of these scenes, is that Nikki is still there, like the Nikki that's not in love with Bear, but her body's not cooperating with her, if that makes sense. There's like moments of clarity in the film where it's like Nikki wakes up and she's freaking out. Maybe that thing that it's taking her body over is like also kind of working against her and stuff and like keeping her suppressed, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's some crazy shit right there. Some of the best camera work I've seen with a horror movie in a long time, though, for real. Especially anything like any shot or any scene with Nikki in it. Phenomenal camera work. There are these scenes sometimes where Nikki's in the background and you can't really tell at first until you look for it. Then you see her and you're like, what is she on about? Again, she's so obsessed with Bear that you just notice her staring at him. There's one scene, Bear is talking to his friend Ian, talking about Nikki because she's like not the same anymore. Like, it's a whole friend group here. Bear, Nikki, Ian, and another girl named Sarah. Ian and Bear are talking about how Nikki's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't seem like herself. And the whole time, Nikki's in the background staring at Bear, like at the back of his head, not even staring at him, staring at the back of his dome piece. She didn't break that stare for a minute, like a long time. And it's just like, yo, this girl's not all right. And again, we do find out she's not all right. There is some crazy scenes in this movie, including Nikki, where she seems almost monster-like. This is one scene when she's after Bear and Nikki start dating. Bear is asleep. He wakes up to find Nikki's not in the bed, but she's in the corner of the room just watching him. And it's like, yo, nah, cuz what's going on here? And he tries to tell her, can you come back to bed? And she said, no, I don't want to come to bed. I want to watch you sleep. And then she just starts screaming. And you're like, what the freak, bro? It's so terrifying, which is why this movie is so good. It's such a tragic story. And again, Nikki, I'm fairly certain, is present this whole time. She just can't do anything. Like, she's stuck in her body, essentially. Well, I'm not sure if this was real or what, but there was a scene where Nikki's asleep in the bed. Bear, of course, is scared of his mind at this point in the movie, though, because she has been tweaking full on. And he tries to sneak out of bed He hears Nikki. She's still asleep, but she's talking back to him. My guess, that was the real Nikki talking to Bear. She's pleading this man to kill her. Whatever it is that has taken over her body is the one that Bear's been in a relationship with. That's some scary shit. And mind you, these two are going at it. And don't get me started on the house party. Ian invited Bear to come to his house party, but he didn't want Nikki there because, you know, she's clearly going through something. So he doesn't want people to think Bear's like taking advantage of this girl. Come to find out, there's probably another reason. We find out from Sarah, Ian and Nikki been hooking up off and on. So that's like another layer of some bullshit. Bear tried to keep her home. Oh my gosh, he found out he can't really keep her by herself. One, she goes crazy. Like she deadass just starts screaming and shit when she doesn't get stuff her way. And the other thing, when he went to work that day, she stood in the middle of his living room for his entire shift, and he came back to her covered in piss, shit, vile, and it was disgusting. She was just standing there. She's like, oh my God, Bear, you're home. And then she's like, wait, no, I'm disgusting. It was like, yeah, you've been sitting in your own shit. He just, I guess, felt like he needed to bring her so she doesn't do something crazy. That didn't work. She did some crazy shit at the party too. Whatever this thing is, no joke once, no one around Bear, basically. If it's not her, do not even look at this nigga. They were having this party game, this drinking game, right? It's like Jenga, but there's every time you take a block, there's like a dare on the block. Either do the dare or you drink. When Bear picked his, it said kiss the person on your left. It was not Nikki on his left. I saw that immediately. I was like, oh no, this can't be good. The face she made had me in tears. Let me see if I can recreate it. That's not it. I love the humor that they did bring into this film. Again, of course, Curry Barker being a YouTuber who grew his fan base off of comedy skits and stuff like that. Love the fact he's doing horror now. I'm pretty sure this is his first full feature-length film, and I want him to do so much more. Apparently, he has a movie already filmed with Aaron Paul, which I love, so I'm excited about that. As crazy as her character was, the actress did a phenomenal job. Like, real talk, I think her name is Indy Navarrete. I might be mispronouncing that. My apologies. Absolutely killed it. Oh my gosh, this story is so unique. No, it's not even that it's that unique. We've seen so much stuff where, you know, you're granted a wish and it goes terribly wrong. We've seen that before, but they did this so well and was so much more different than other stuff we've seen, which is what I like a lot about this movie. Again, it's so tragic because there's another plot here. And again, they have this friend group, Bear, Ian, and Nikki and Sarah. There's a plot here where Bear and Sarah might end up together. Apparently, Sarah has expressed before she does have feelings for Bear. Nikki relayed that to Bear. Bear kind of just shut that down. I don't think that's something he wanted to explore. But later in the movie, when he meets back up with Sarah, because Sarah's not been okay with the whole Nikki situation at all. Not even a little bit. Because at the house party, she brutalized her own face. Nikki started going crazy, grabbed a bottle, smashed it, and stabbed herself in the face twice and was chilling. What? Full well within her rights to be concerned about Nikki's well-being, she asked Bear to meet up with her. You could see how that could go bad with how Nikki's been acting, you feel me? They do try to build back onto like that possible relationship between Bear and Sarah here. But that is cut short. Because when Nikki finds them, Nikki smashes the window of Sarah's car, grabs Sarah's head, grabs a brick, and starts I felt so bad. Nikki has gone over the edge here. And Bear doesn't even know what to do. He tries to get another One Wish Willow. He finds out you can only use one. He tries to get Ian to use his One Wish Willow, but Ian doesn't believe him. He's tripping as well because Bear is covered in blood still. Bear is pleading to him, please use this One Wish Willow and change my wish, please. And Ian, again, doesn't believe him. He just says, you know what? Never mind. I wish for $1 billion. And he gets it. Bear just goes home. He was gonna either somehow get Nikki to wish his wish away, granted that she's so obsessed with him she might do it just out of obsession, or kill himself. He was told earlier in the film by the customer service for One Wish Willow or some shit, as long as you live, the wish is gonna be active. Like, you can't cancel the wish. He's not sure how he's gonna do it. He decides, unfortunately, to take some sleeping pills. It's sad for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It's very sad. But granted, you can't feel too bad about this guy, Bear, because he did just force a woman into a relationship with him, a romantic relationship at that. So yeah, it's like, I'm sure he didn't mean for all of this to happen, but they don't say be careful what you wish for no reason. You feel me? Like now the movie's about to end, right? And we hear that Willow snap, and you're wondering what the heck happened. But then Bear's whole demeanor changes, and you realize Nikki used the one wish willow to wish the same bullshit that Bear wished on her in the beginning of the film. And it seems like they're gonna be together or whatever. But again, he took sleeping pills. Unfortunately, Bear did die. As she woke Nikki up from that trance that she was in, and she's just surrounded by all this mayhem. Oh my god. Oh, Ian died, by the way. Ian tried to get to Bear's house. He walks in, Nikki shot him in the face. This story is so freaking phenomenal. Again, like, I love this story so much. This is probably one of my top 5 horror films of like the last couple years, at least the 2020s for sure. The acting's great, you know what I'm saying? The writing's fantastic. Casting is fun. It's a fun group of people we get to interact with for a little short while. We get to interact with them, I should say. Man, I feel bad for Sarah though. Ian, you know what I'm saying? Bear's like, this is the consequences of his own actions, so I could care less. But Nikki, she's stuck there with just not knowing what the hell's been going on, really. And that's where the movie ends, by the way. It's just her crying and screaming. Man, what a film, though. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you take a chance on random movies, because I saw that they had the screenings available maybe 3 weeks ago. I was like, you know what? Why not? I'll see it. You know what I'm saying? If it's bad, it's bad. If it's not, it's not. It looks interesting. I'm so glad I took that chance. So indie horror is so phenomenal. Underestimated genre, or part of the genre, I should say. Gonna run you some numbers that I thought about the film. Starting off with the writing and story. I'm gonna give this story a 4 out of 5. It would be higher, but again, we've seen so much stuff about wishes going wrong that it's like, it loses some ground there. But a 4 out of 5 is fantastic, let's be honest. Next is going to be the sound design and score. One of the best parts about this film is the stuff they use to make it seem more terrifying, if that makes sense. Like, sound design was unreal. I love the fact that when it's Nikki screaming, it almost sounds like not human and shit. The sound design and score, that's going to get a 4.5 out of 5 for me, you feel me? The acting and the casting now, ooh, again, another strong point of this movie, because Nikki killed this movie. Oh my gosh. Nikki's actress, again, Indy Navarrete, I believe is how you pronounce her name. She was fantastic. I hope she gets more roles, if I'm being honest. Like, she's a fantastic actress. But Bear was decent as well. I think he played the hell out of like that non-confident dude that's in love with a girl that probably he has no chance with. I related to that a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? That's for another story. Curry Barker, again, has a YouTube channel with the guy that plays Ian Cooper Tomlinson. They're freaking hilarious. So I love the fact that they're stepping more into the film role, or the film universe, film side, whatever you want to call it. I love the fact they're doing movies now. Acting and casting, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5, of course. Now, the cinematography, also one of the best parts about the film. When it came to Nikki, whenever it seemed like Nikki wasn't herself, they kept her in the dark. And I love that shit. You couldn't tell whether or not you were looking at Nikki. It made it just seem more horrifying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really didn't know what was going on with this girl until you get farther and farther into this movie. And some of these shots were sick. Some of the background shots, as I mentioned with Nikki, where she's just in the background, you're not really sure what you're looking at, but you can tell she's staring. And for the cinematography, I'm actually going to give this a 5 out of 5. I don't have no notes for that, for the camera work here. None whatsoever. Now, for your overall, Obsession 2026 is going to get a 4.5 out of 5. Almost perfect. Almost. This movie's fantastic. I need more from it. Apparently, there's talks of like a universe happening. I hope that happens, but I don't want them to dive too deep into that. You feel me? Like, I think it only goes down from here if they do start a franchise. Not saying the next thing they do for this franchise is going to be bad. I think they peaked with this movie when it comes to what this movie is about. As you can tell, I did enjoy this movie like so much. Definitely blew my expectations out of the water. Very excited for indie horror and what's to come, of course, because yeah, we need more horror stuff. Next week we got a loaded docket, so do not expect a video for every movie I watch next week, but we shall see. Bear with me here. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. From here, I'm gonna catch you on the next video. If you did enjoy this video, you could toss me one of them likes. I truly do appreciate them. They don't go without notice. And I'm gonna catch you on the next video, but without further ado, I'm gonna bid y'all good night, better morning, ish, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. And if God is for us, there is no one who can be against us. I'm out. God bless.